Navy Wounded Warrior Safe Harbor is the Navy's sole support program for seriously wounded, ill, and injured sailors and Coast Guardsmen and their families. It provides much needed assistance when life-changing, often unexpected events occur that threaten the health of a service member.
Navy Wounded Warrior Safe Harbor case managers are located at medical treatment facilities throughout the country. We address non-medical issues at surface so that our service members can concentrate on getting well without distractions.
Navy Wounded Warrior Safe Harbor provides a variety of support for wounded warriors and family members going through recovery, rehabilitation, and reintegration. These include pay and benefits, family support, transition assistance to include education, employment, internship, and resume writing, as well as adaptive sports. Enrollment in Navy Wounded Warrior Safe Harbor does not end when the service member leaves a medical treatment facility or separates from military service. We provide a lifetime of support for that wounded warrior and their family.
Lieutenant Hutchins helped my wife with the career stuff, so she asked Lieutenant Hutchins to keep an ear out. He started sending her pretty much anything he could find that kind of fit her, and eventually she got a job at Fleet and Family, so we've been really happy with that. My knee problem started in Florida when we did a command PT soccer. I went for a ball at the same time a senior chief did. It took me about 2 months of physical therapy to get back to where I was comfortable going up and down stairs, and then I had to come here onto the mumps. And after about a month on the ship, I started complaining to the ship doctor that I was having trouble with it. And then that weekend, I had colors on Sunday morning. So I got dressed up for it, went out the door at 4 in the morning. My knee gave out. We got to the hospital and they did a few scans and found out that my calcaneus on both sides was crushed completely.
I was diagnosed with adenoid carcinoma. I found out because I was having extreme ear pains. It was like a needle was poking me in my ears. I was actually kind of numb to it all, really. It didn't really hit until, I don't know, maybe like a week later, and then I just broke down. It was very difficult first, actually, going through radiation and even after radiation, but now it's a lot better. There's times when, right now, my voice is not how it should be because I was sick or getting over a cold. When I first applied for Social Security, they helped me out with everything. They talked to the people over there. They got my paper pushed through, all my paperwork. When I transferred from the Stennis to TPU, I had my nose feed in because I couldn't eat food because I just went through surgery. And I was on medicines. I couldn't drive. I couldn't do much. They wanted me to stay there on base so I can check in. And I was like, can't do that. And the guy that was there, he was like, nah, you have to. So I called Lieutenant Hutchins and he called their guy and I went home. And I came back the next day.
I was put on LIMDU, and for the chief of the LIMDU section, I looked fit. And she asked, are you interested in the Wounded Warriors? And I'm like, I don't know about it. So she called Mr. Garcia. He came here, showed me a video, and I'm here. The most important thing that Safe Harbor has done is introduce me to people, to beautiful people, nice people, warm people, who are just as accepting of my disorder as I am. I was deployed to Iraq from March until December of 2011, and that it wasn't as bad as Afghanistan, but it was pretty gruesome. Afghanistan, I was deployed from July until September, short amount of time, but a lot went on during that time period. Recovering from PTSD is an ongoing thing. It's an everyday thing. You never fully recover, so you work on you every day.
A wounded warrior is any sailor or Coast Guardsman that has a serious illness or injury requiring long-term care, which may require a medical board or a physical evaluation board to determine fitness for duty. Our goal is to return sailors and Coast Guardsmen to duty, but when that's not possible, we work with federal agencies, state and local organizations to make their transition as smooth as possible.
I was driving from Kent to Bremerton every day, And Lieutenant Hutchins from Safe Harbor talked to me about getting an internship in Seattle at the Coast Guard base. It'd cut my drive down a lot, and it'd be easier to get to my appointment. So started working there instead of here.
Safe Harbor is it's a nice organization. It's a beautiful organization. It introduces you to so many things, and it helps you in so many aspects. Not just Navy, you know. Outside of the Navy, you can get a little help if needed. It just means a lot to have people who know what I'm going through and who are as accepting as I am. Just that simple.
It's the number one thing that helped me with my transition. They fight for you when you can't for yourself. There's people here to help.